Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Cell phone success, how wireless technology made a difference in the New York area's dangerous situation.
I'm Stephanie Gallart, producing artistic director of American Stage Theater in St. Petersburg. And I'm not sure what it says about me, but when they heard I was coming, they decided to do a wine tasting segment.
I'm Bobette. I've already shown you how great a singer I am. Now we're going to add my guitar skills. Music Compound is here to teach us what seems to be a lot of things to do all at once.
And I'm Linda Carson. Pumpkin is popping up all over. It's in cookies and candy and some other foods you would not expect. We'll do some taste testing with Trader Joe's. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and a warm welcome to a new guest host. It's great to have Stephanie Gallart with us from American Stage, rather.
That's right.
In St. Pete. You know, St. Pete is such an amazing place to visit, yet it's so close. We forget that you can just go over the bridge and have an entirely different experience and night out. I just read that Huffington Post and Thrill List are calling it the place where arty party people go. And I thought that was a cool description, especially with the theaters there.
I like that, and I think that absolutely describes the energy going on, especially in downtown St. Pete where American Stage performs. It's just a really live, so many great restaurants to eat at, and just so much going on. So arty, say it again, arty party
people should go. I know, isn't that fun? And I have very openly said, and probably will get some criticism for it, that I think that's what downtown Sarasota should aspire to a little more, because there is a lot going on downtown, and the younger generation here is very anxious for a little more action in Sarasota. So, not that you aren't, Linda.
I'm anxious for action too.
That's a whole different story that we aren't going into at this point. Well, welcome, Stephanie. We're going to have a lot of fun. We also welcome back a very familiar face to the kitchen, Chef JR from JR's Old Packing House Cafe with us today. What are we making?
Today we're making Parmesan crusted catfish with we got onions, tomatoes, and peppers, and we also have a vegetarian style with the rice and avocados and tomatoes and asparagus, some pasta, all kinds of yummy stuff today.
It looks great. Lots of fresh produce there, gorgeous colors, so we're looking forward to that. And JR also tells me that he has something to celebrate with us today. So I think I spied a few bottles of bubbly on the side. We'll find out what the big occasion is coming up. But another occasion going on today, I want to give everybody a heads up about. If you don't have anything going on in the next couple of hours, come out to the Polo Grill. Rebecca Vargas and I, buckle up for this one, are singing karaoke. I am telling you, I would only do this for charity on a Tuesday night. So it is called K9 Karaoke, very appropriately, and it does benefit Nate's Honor Animal Rescue. So it's at the Polo Grill tonight. I believe we are starting at 7 o'clock. So we're going to be there. We're going to sing some songs. We're going to raise money for that rescue organization to help the dogs.
So why didn't you invite me to sing with you?
You know, I was not in charge.
I'm very confused
but
as to why my musical skills.
I am inviting you now. I'm inviting you to come sing karaoke. You know, I've heard the only good, and let's say the only amusing karaoke is the off-the-charts good and the very bad. So I don't know where you fit in there, but I'm inviting you.
I feel like there's some history here.
Yeah, I'm poking the bear, as they say.
Yeah. But she may be great at guitar. We don't know that yet.
Well, yeah, I might be better at guitar. I can play guitar for you.
It might drown out your voice.
You know,
She's so hurt.
This talent is hard to recreate.
I understand.
Unappreciated.
That's why you guys didn't invite me. You didn't want me to make you look
to upstage me.
Yeah.
That's correct. Well, I know
understand.
Rebecca is a great singer, and I'm counting on her doing the work tonight. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and I will admit I'm nervous. Karaoke is not my forte.
I should teach you some things.
That's right. I'll get some advice from you. It is time for our first hot topic, and the apparent terror situation in New York and New Jersey sheds a positive light on wireless technology. Millions in the New York area woke up Monday morning to screeching cell phones of an emergency alert that police were looking for the bombing suspect and to check the media for a photo. It was the most high-profile, large-scale use of the wireless emergency alert system, and it contributed to the suspect's capture on a New Jersey doorstep. So our system is most often used for severe weather and amber alerts, as you well know, but authorities do have the power to issue other emergency messages. So what do you think?
I thought this was really good. It got everyone's attention. Even, I don't live there, but I got an email with the picture. You know, so I think that's important for people to know, especially when you're looking for one individual in thousands. You know, how else do you find them?
And that means thousands and thousands and thousands are looking. So we all come together in this. So I think it's a great thing.
And you know, there's something really empowering too about this at a time when a community is feeling victimized. It gives people a way of kind of feeling that there's something that they can do to contribute, and in this case they did.
Yes.
I agree. I honestly didn't know that that was an approved use for that system. I mean, we see it with weather, we see it with Amber Alerts. I don't know if anyone saw the Amber Alert Sunday.
I did.
In the middle of the game?
They were looking for a Florida girl. Well, I didn't have the game on, and I noticed it on my way across Tampa on 275. Kudos to Clear Channel. All their billboards, the digital billboards, put up the Amber Alert. So I heard from other people that in the New York area, the media systems that subscribe to the alert channel, their billboards went to the picture of the suspect they were looking for. So there's just a great network right now of information. And I do think it's really empowering, and it kind of makes us feel better.
Yes.
You know, that we can all kind of help each other solve these problems.
And at least this person next to me is not the one.
Exactly.
Well, that's true too.
No,
Yeah.
good. So it's nice to see a positive thing come out
And
of
if
that
it was,
technology.
that'd be funny. You're sitting next to the person and look over, or you're like,
Oh, great
Yeah.
picture of me.
May not be a good May not be a good place to be. Well, going to the grocery may not be a good place for all of us. Some of us do dread the task, but apparently we don't want to give it up, even when there's an alternative. Studies show that online grocery shopping is failing. That is according to a new study by Tabs Analytics. Only 4% of U.S. consumers use the internet regularly to order food. Amazon only accounts for 16% of all online grocery shopping. In fact, for the 4th year in a row, traditional grocery shopping dominates all other shopping channels in the U.S. Has anyone here tried the online grocery thing?
No, and I would save about half my grocery bill because most of the things I buy, I would never order online.
And have you thought about it? Like, I know
Yes.
Publix offers shipped. Walmart now offers pickup.
I would pick up at Walmart. I keep thinking about that, but I haven't done it yet. But all those extra things I buy, it'd save me so much money.
That's true, all the impulse buying.
Yes.
You know, when out in California, when this first became available, I thought it was a great idea, and I immediately signed up for our local Safeway delivery, and never used it once. I don't know. I thought it was a great idea. I thought I'd use it, and I do so much other shopping online. I don't know. There's something about wanting to see and touch the food, or there's something about having food shipped. I don't know.
Or thinking, like for me, my dinner menu often occurs as I'm walking down the aisle of the store and thinking, oh, beans, we can have chili, or, you know, it's not something I can necessarily sit down and make a good list for.
I think I'm a perfect example of this. When I say the worst thing I do is grocery shopping, my fridge is completely empty at all times.
Well, it would be perfect for you.
It would be, but then I don't do it. And I cannot get myself to go to the grocery store. Even when I go down one aisle and I will literally leave without purchasing anything. It's the worst thing.
What are you eating? Takeout?
Every day. It's a disaster. This is one of the things I miss my husband about, because he would go grocery shopping and I literally cannot get myself to do it.
Yeah, it's hard when you're single too. When
I
I'm alone, I don't eat
husband
much.
just for that reason, because you can get it online.
Yeah, right. You can get a husband online too, but it would be safer to get the groceries online.
There may be some other problems with me getting a husband online.
Right. Well, we'll help you with the food.
I just want someone to bring my groceries.
All right, we'll work on that. Shipt will do that for you. So running a half marathon is obviously no easy task, but this new mother gets credit for going the extra mile. Anna Young had to pump breast milk as she ran. She is 5 months postpartum, and although she said she nursed the baby when she left home, she had to pump to relieve pain and pressure after about 8 miles. The new mom says she posted this to hope that it shows other moms you can still put your baby's needs first, but do things you are passionate about. What do you think? Bo Beth, I was dying to ask. Let it go, girl.
You're running and pumping? Are you kidding me right now? You couldn't step aside for a minute? I get it, you want to finish the race, but you can finish. You may not have the time you want, but I mean, take a break.
I wonder what she did with the milk.
Can you?
Well, pretty soon
I
she's
hope
got
she
an
had
armful.
legs.
Is that a milkshake?
I love this, and I don't want to get political, but if there wasn't evidence before that a woman can handle being president, if a woman can run the Boston Marathon and breast pump, I mean, come on.
That's multitasking.
You know what? I'll give it the multitasking. Linda's heard this story before. You know, I used to sit in a live truck during football games and pump, but I don't know if I would take it so far as to run and pump. But then on the other hand, I don't want to run.
But
so.
does it come up against some of our issues about public breastfeeding a little bit? I mean, is that part of what we're
I
uncomfortable
mean, she
with?
didn't whip it all out, did she?
Well, I don't
How-
know.
how
I mean,
Steve-
I don't think she's sitting with a blanket over her shoulder as she ran. I'm sure if you wanted to look, you could see it. I mean, we've talked about this before. It's a breast.
Yeah. You know what? there probably was a lot of things going on underneath as she ran. That's what's impressive to me, because you probably have to put the whole contraption on and you're running.
Yeah, that one looked like a hand pump, so it was probably a battery pump or a, I don't know. Now we're going to analyze it.
Hey,
I only
handed
see
to
one
her.
contraption.
Can we
so-
zoom in?
No, we are not zooming in. But I do give the strong women multitasking. If you want to make it happen, even as you
It
take
might
care
have
of
been
baby.
a necessity
you can
because
do
she
it.
said it hurt.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm telling
And
you,
it
it's
does.
a necessity. Yes. The three of us are here to
Yes.
tell you when it's
Yes.
time for it to come out, it comes
It's
out.
going to.
One way or
she
the other.
She met her goal without ever hurting anybody else.
Yes.
So points for her.
I agree.
Why not
I
keep
approve.
it a secret? Like no one
Secret?
Needs,
Oh,
no one
post it
needs
on
to
social
know
media?
that that's what you were doing.
They wondered what that noise was. Coachum, coachum.
All right, well, listen up, ladies. If you really want to get your guy going, leave the lights on. And not just in the bedroom. A new study shows that bright light stimulates testosterone levels and leads to better results in the bedroom. So the study tested men under bright lights in a non-sexual setting. Those who received light therapy for 30 minutes daily tripled their rate of sexual satisfaction. Furthermore, their actual testosterone production increased and those levels rose. The study was based on the use of light therapy to treat depression. I found this interesting. Now,
This means that men in Florida are better at sex than men in the
New
northern
York.
states because we get a lot more light.
I think you could
I
conclude that,
I
Linda.
don't personally have any evidence for that.
We could conduct a road
They
test,
can do a
perhaps.
road test.
Well, I thought it was interesting because the whole lights on, lights off debate, just in terms of bedroom activity, is a common couple debate, I think, because men are very visual creatures.
Yeah,
So I like that they tested this without that, just light itself.
Yeah, I mean, most guys would probably tell you they want the lights on, but then the women will tell you we don't.
I would
I
agree
would
with
say
that.
as long as it's not fluorescent light, ladies, you all know what I mean. And I'd be curious if candlelight is that
helpful.
enough?
Is that
to do the
enough
trick?
light?
Is
No,
that
yes.
enough light to do?
Yeah,
the trick?
I've known people that really do have depression with lack of light. So I think this could be a real big thing for women and men, because I know a woman, a very close friend that has that.
Well, and especially from being in Pittsburgh, when we
Yeah.
lived up north, we talked endlessly about the seasonal affective disorders and the benefits of
Right.
light. So
And I think that it exists too.
I do too. So apparently it helps your mood and gets you in the mood. So another
I
bonus
think
for
it's the
living here.
vitamin D though.
It is, yes.
Can't you just give them
Makes
vitamin
us
D?
feisty. Makes us feisty. All right, well, if you're like me and your skin crawls when people use the wrong use of your, you are versus your, you're going to love to pester people like this. So when you upgrade your operating system on iPhone to iOS 10, there's a new sticker set that allows you to take your friends' text messages and correct them grammatically with red marker stickers and send it back to them to show them the grammar snob you are. You can see some of the popular ones. There was lose versus loose. I think your is the most common one, than and then. I am a grammar freak, and it makes my skin crawl when I get those your texts. And my husband is the biggest offender.
I think this is a good way to get unfriended.
I do too. I do too.
I will suggest you do not correct your husband because
When
he'll
is
stop
insulting
texting you.
people appropriate? I think that's terrible.
Aren't we just trying to better educate
No,
them?
we're trying to say, I'm smarter than you are. Let me correct you.
I think I agree with you, but there is something about this because we're losing a sense of grammar and keeping our language intact.
Absolutely. The kids now only
So-
write in initials.
Right.
They don't know any grammar.
Right, but I agree that
Maybe
I don't
it's
think
a
it's a way
better
to make
way.
friends.
Yeah,
there may be a better way.
way. Marking up their copy and saying you did not do this right is not the best
You know what?
way.
Copy editing was my favorite journalism class in college,
Yeah.
so I have to admit I take a little bit of peel.
And
to
I love that
so.
it's in red because
Right.
that just really seals the deal.
Why
in
don't you just
terms
put a
of-
grade on it? F.
Yeah, you flunked texting. All right, well, here's something we like, a bar you can visit in your own backyard. So you've seen those inflatable bounce houses for for kid parties. What about a blow-up bar for adults? It is called the Paddy Wagon Pub. It is the blow-up version of an Irish pub. I love this. Complete with bricks, chimneys, and a fireplace. It fits 80 people and even comes with Irish whiskey and stout. I live in a big neighborhood full of young kids, and there is a bounce house on every block every weekend. I'm going to put this one up just to show everybody that adults are people and have fun too.
We have our own bounce house.
We're going to have our own party.
I can see it as the air slowly goes out, but by then nobody will know when it goes flat.
Well, and the older kids like to rock the bounce houses and try to get them to tip. Can you imagine a bunch of tipsy adults
with
banging on the
drinking
bounce
hands.
house drinking?
Oh,
They thought of
boy.
everything. All right, well, that's good for happy hour. We're going to check in with our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, appropriately enough, the bar comes to us. We're going to get a crash course in wine. Okay?
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, and a hot afternoon it is right here up and down the Suncoast with a feels-like temperature approaching 100 degrees once again this afternoon. Not many storms around to cool us down. Air conditioners working overtime as a result of high pressure. Currently, we have sunshine and 90 degrees. Feels like 98 out there. The dew point 73. And we have that west wind at 12. The pressure at 2996, and that has been falling slightly throughout the day. And looks like we'll see mainly a few scattered storms inland. You can see that activity review showing showers along the east coast. There's a few popping up into Hardy and also DeSoto counties, as well as eastern Manatee and Sarasota counties. But that's about it. The beaches remain relatively quiet. Some storms near Ocala and along Interstate 75. And we're watching two storms now out in the Atlantic. We have Lisa, newly formed off the coast of Africa. And, of course, we're continuing to watch the other storm move toward the Bahamas. Well, much more on the forecast coming up today at 5. Hope to see you then.
Okay, it's no secret that we love our wine here on the Suncoast View, but we aren't exactly experts. So to keep all of us up on wine, and so we'll be right up there with the wine enthusiasts,